I took a brand new Shopify dropshipping store with a new product from 0 to 1,600 in sales in just 4 days. And we might actually have a winner this time because this time we are in profit. Yes, we're in profit. So you can probably see on my computer screen here, I'm going to change my camera because my camera's about to die. So like I said, we are in profit, so we may have a winner on our hands. And I want to talk about where the store's at the moment because we ran into some issues today, and it hasn't got to do with the ads, but I'll show you that in a second. But I want to talk about the sales and how we've gone with the sales so far, because we basically started from 0. We went all the way to 1,600 AUD. Okay, so it says 1,030, but that's in USD. But obviously we're going to be going in AUD. Okay, so the very first day we got 135 in sales, and I'm going to actually show you the stats from the ads manager as well, just to show you how much we spent and how much we got back. Okay, so around about in these 4 days we got, I would say, anywhere from about 350 to 400 in profit. And we are still growing, okay? Now, obviously, there's issues today which I want to talk about, but we are back to running this product, okay? So don't stress. But this was the very first day, 135 USD in sales. So if we go to the ads manager and we go to September 1st, because September 1st was the first day we started running this product, okay? So on September 1st, we ended up running $146 we spent in ads, okay? And if we have a look at this now, usually what I do is I have one testing campaign. So I have one testing campaign with 10, basically in that testing campaign, we have 10 different interests at $10 a day. Now, what I decided to do with this one was, instead of doing $10 a day for all 10 interests and spend $100, I wanted to do $15 a day. Not sure why, I just thought, okay, look, usually the rule is $10 a day, but that's usually $10 US. So I'll just say I'll do $15. So spend a little bit more, but let's just see how we go. So on the very first day, we ended up doing, spending 146 AUD, okay, and we got 15 add to carts, and we'll have a look at the sales. So this is the testing campaign that we got. Obviously, I'm going to have to block some of these out, but it looks like we got 3 sales. So we ended up spending 146, like I said, we got 15 add to carts, 9 initiated checkouts, and it looks like 3 sales. Okay, so we ended up getting, we can see here, $210 back AUD. Okay, so if we go to September 1st here, we'll have a look. So how many orders did we get? We got 3 orders. Okay, I'll just move myself over here. You see me move myself around a lot. So we've got 1, 2, and 3 orders. Okay, so we had a lot of add to cart, so that's a really good sign. It's 135 USD, about 210 AUD, I think it said. 210 AUD, so that's cool. So we'll go back to the second, okay? So let's have a look and see how much we made on the second. So the second we made 206 USD. So we got 5 sales out of that, okay? So 5 sales in total. It looks like they came at the end of the day. And I want to look at the ads manager and see what we did with the ads manager. So on the second, so this is the 2nd of September. I want to see how much we spent. So I think we spent the same amount on this day. So we got 152 spent. I didn't actually change anything with this, but I just let it spend the same, because on that day, and just so you know, with this product, my break even with this product is about a 1.28. So it's very, very low. It is very, very low. Okay, and anything, any return on ad spend that is above a 1.28, let's just say to be safe a 1.3. We're in profit, okay? So I spent $150. We got 9 add to carts. We got 8 initiated checkouts, and then we ended up getting on that day, if you can see here, I think I just put it back here. So we ended up getting 5 sales. So that ended up turning out to 316 AUD, which was just over a 2 ROAS. So we were definitely in profit, okay? So when I saw this, I thought to myself, okay, it was good to let it spend another day, because I wasn't sure if I should start scaling just yet. But because we are profitable now, I want to start scaling. Okay, so we'll go back to our campaigns and I want to go to the next day and see what we did here. So on the next day, what I ended up doing was I had my testing campaign here, and then I ended up turning one of those interests into a CBO. So if we go back to this here, what I ended up doing was turning one of these popular interests. So if we go back to the second, I think one of these would have had 2 purchases. Yeah, so this one here with 2 purchases, that to me says, okay, there's more buying intent for that particular interest. So what I did with that was I duplicated this ad set 3 times. I turned it into a CBO, and I set that CBO, which is basically it's basically its own campaign with this interest duplicated 3 times. And I just set that whole entire campaign for $100. Okay, so what I ended up doing on the 3rd, if we go back, go to our campaigns. So what we ended up doing was spending a total of around about $250 because now we have the testing campaign that's at $150 and the scaling campaign, the CBO, that's at $100. Okay, so we'll see what happened on the when was it? On September the 3rd. So we got 6 purchases by the looks of it. We spent $260, and then if we go to our conversion value, we got $467 back. So it says here we got 6 purchases, but if we go to September 3rd, we'll just double check that. I'll move myself over here. There we go. So it only tracked, it says here 4, but we actually got total orders 6. So that sounds about right. It looks like Facebook tracked it quite well. So we spent $263 and we got $467 back, which is quite good. Okay, it says 1.78, so we'll say about 1.8 ROAS. So we're still, it's not 2 ROAS, but we're still profitable. Okay, because like I said, it's like a 1.28 for our break-even ROAS, right? Which is really, really good. So what I want to do from here is I want to check what we did after this, because our testing campaign got 5 sales. Our CBO actually underperformed. It only got 1 sale. Okay, so that's just one thing I want to note. And I think September 3rd, so this is a Sunday. So the thing that happened tomorrow, I don't remember what we ended up with in terms of ROAS. We'll have a look. But one thing to note with Mondays is that usually Mondays aren't the best for online stores. So for a lot of stores, on Mondays, people are back to work, and it's usually not the best day for online sales, right? So we'll have a look at September 4th, and we'll see what happened on this day. Now, I actually think on this day, the Facebook ad account didn't actually track properly. So that's just one thing to note. Now, what I ended up doing, because even though we weren't at a 2 ROAS, I usually like to scale after, let's say if the day before was a 2 ROAS, I usually like to scale from there. But what I noticed, if we go back to September 3rd, because you see here I've got another CBO, right? I have another campaign that's spending $100. So if we go to September 3rd, I want to go into this testing campaign because I've got 5 sales, but one of these here has 3 sales. So I thought, okay, this is a good interest to scale. So what I ended up doing on that next day was I turned that into a CBO as well. So I have 2 CBOs running. So on this day, on September 4th, it says we got 5 sales. Now I think on this day, I ended up having people buy more than 1 in each order, and I've got a bundle system set up, so people, my AOV, my average order value, goes up. So people aren't just buying 1, they're buying 2, potentially 3 of this product, right? So it brings up my order value, which really helps with profit. So it says here, on this day, we ended up spending $362, okay, because we have 150, 100, 100, so $362. We got 31 add to carts, we got 17 website checkouts initiated, and then we have conversion value of $318. So it says here that we spent $360 and we only got $318 back. Okay, but if we check on the sales for September 4th, I think from memory didn't end up tracking. So $385.79. So if I go to the conversion of that, $385, so we ended up getting $603 AUD back. Okay, so from our ad spend, we ended up spending, where was it, 362, and we got 603 back. So it's not a 2 ROAS, but we were still in profit. So it just didn't track it properly. If we go back to this here, it says we've actually got a total amount of 7 orders, okay, and we're definitely in profit for that day, right? So like I said, the total of these 4 days from scaling right now is around about $350 to $400. So not bad for 4 days of just scaling, and I want to hit peaks of way higher than this, right? That's the goal for this. But I want to talk about, okay, so what happened after this? Because we're on the 6th right now. So if we go here, what's happened here? Okay, we're scaling, and then we just went bang. And yesterday, so what ended up happening yesterday was I actually ended up losing a little bit of money with this, with the ads. And I thought to myself, why is it underperforming so badly? So if we go to September 5th, Okay, this is August. So we go to September 5th. Okay, so if we go to September 5th here, there we go. We had 12 add to carts. We had 8 reach checkouts, 2 sessions converted. And then I just thought it was really, really weird because our online store sessions were going up and we're spending more, and we're in the scaling phase because we had a nice trend going here, right? So we only ended up getting 69, so around about, around $100 AUD in sales, right? And our ad spend was going up. But we look at this here and we were thinking, okay, I'm thinking to myself, why has it gone down? And I was trying to look at the ads, see the ad performance. I went through to my store's emails, and what had actually happened was I got a DMCA takedown. If you don't know what a DMCA takedown is, it's basically the photos that I was using for my website were basically like rip-offs of the competitors. And sometimes people are really petty when they're dropshipping, because my competitor is dropshipping as well. Sometimes they're really petty and they just they initiate a DMCA takedown, which means like I am copywriting their content. They basically put a complaint into Shopify, and then your store's page, your product page gets taken down. So basically what was happening was my ads were spending, but there was no product page. So when people click on the ad, it was spending money, but no one could make purchases, right? So that happened at about 5 or 6 in the morning. And then by the time I got around to it, it had almost been like a full day of ad spend. And I thought, okay, well, obviously it sucks, but to me that means that it's quite a good product, because I'm not sure if it's my only competitor for this product, but I know that it's a good product because I can scale it profitably, right? So I ended up changing the store around, the photos, the copy that was on the page, so all the writing and whatnot, and I've relaunched it. Now, what's going to happen is, hopefully we're going to look to scale. So as I am sort of running this right now, it's only just been the start of the day, so that's why there's no sales so far today. So I'm hoping to rescale this back up and get close to where we were, right? But we will have to see how we go. And what's going to happen now is, let's just say if theoretically there's a DMCA strike on my store again, I'm just going to DMCA them right back. This is where we are at with this store. Okay, so scaling from at $135, and then we're going to about 600 AUD per day. So we were well on our way to 1K days, and the profit margin overall for the store each day was around about 25 to 30%, okay, and sort of floating around 27%, right? So that's quite good for a new store, and I still aim to run this store, so we'll see how we go with the ads today. We'll see if it's affected the performance, but one thing I'm really happy about is that, if you compare it to my last video, I'm narrowing down even more my methods in terms of finding products that work, in terms of how to scale them. And I'm really finding what works well. And each product that I've launched this year has just gotten better and better and better, right? So we're going to be getting to the point where we're going to be making some fat profits. And I want to take you guys along on the journey with me. Now, first thing or last thing I actually want to show you guys here is my Discord, which I've actually launched. It's a free Discord, because what we're going to be doing later on this week, I'm going to be posting in there, we're going to be doing an AMA. So it's just a free Discord for dropshipping, and if you want to learn more about it, we've just created this Discord. So here's the Discord. It's called Drop Tier. I'll leave the link down below as well. And we also have our free chat here, which you can go ahead and check out. Now, this has only just started. We've only got about 30 to 40 members in here at the moment, but we're only just getting started with the Discord. I really want to grow it and really help you guys out, because a Discord is something that a lot of people have been asking for, just to get help with it. And we have a lot of different channels here as well. So if you need help with anything in particular, please go ahead and join it. I'd love for you to be a part of our AMA as well, because I will be posting about when we are holding that. So it's just a live Q&A, which I'll be hosting, probably go for about an hour or so, and I'll be answering any questions you have about dropshipping completely free. So apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is how I went from 0 to 1,600 in sales in 4 days, Shopify dropshipping, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. But I'll keep you up to date on how this is going. Hopefully the store gets back up and running. Hopefully we get to those 1K days, and hopefully we keep pushing on further.